performance and keeping the discussion almost flow like a river. And thank you, Carmen, for letting us know a bit about Amita Bose. And I just have one question, if may I ask. Uh, how did Romanians develop a keen interest to learn Bengali and Sanskrit in the University of Bucharest? If you can tell us in a few words, maybe.
Yeah, it was thanks to Amita Bose because they are optional courses, but she has such a kind um, way to introduce herself. So she don't put a poster with look, these are the courses. So when I meet her, I was in a huge amphitheater in the university. I was very high because you know very well the best students, they stay in the back, not in the front. So I was there, and it was in 1804. So it was in hard communism. So you don't know what is this, but it's better. And open, a door is open, and a lady dressed in sari approached to the chair, and she started to speak in Romanian. And it was like in a dream. Wow! And she introduced herself. My name is Amita Bose, and she told me that she teach these courses. If you want to join this, there were Saturday. I was in a campus, and a lot of time I live in a campus, and I say with my friend, why not? And that started, and all this curiosity and all the love for the Indian culture and for the language is thanks to her, because she was so involved and in the Indian spirit. We didn't, our teachers, they are very distant, and they put a big, yeah, but she was so kind with us, and all the time she encouraged us and support us, and all the time she said, she never said it's wrong. She said it's good, but it could be better. But our teacher, they aren't like this. So they sometimes our teachers try to not to destroy us, but to not develop our personality. But all the time she was behind us and push us to with kindness to be better and to do something with our life. That's so. After her death, all this Bengali and Sanskrit and word disappeared because she's gone. She's gone. Yeah.
If anyone has further more questions, you may ask now.
No, only Hindi studied at the University of Bucharest, but like not like a principal language, like secondary. And the teacher is Romanian, not Indian. It's a big difference. Yeah. But the interest for Bengali, when she was alive, it was very high. Even there are optional courses. But you know very well the political, Hindi is an administrative language. So our government was most interested to promote Hindi. That's why. Yeah, to be clear, yeah, that's why. And now, I don't think they are very interesting. Now, university can do a lot of things, but I don't know why. I have this answer is not mine. Yeah. I was embarrassed because English is not my, I'm not very comfortable and at the same time it's very difficult to synthesize few ideas because maybe for me it will be very easy if I am from outside. But all these studies and all these these books, were typed by me and edited by me. So when Shravanti asked me to synthesize few ideas, i- in my mind was, but Didi worked all her life to study and wrote about feminism. How can I say in few words?
You studied her books, so it is what you. So you can say because she wrote it and you read it.
Yeah, of course,
So
but for me
what
it's
say?
very difficult to synthesize because I know that all her life she dedicated to this work and
You, but you read her works, isn't it?
yes, I read it a few times and not once.
So that is all the time we cannot read the original and we cannot study all through that. Yes, obviously she studied, but you studied her work.
My question, thank you, Carmen, for that. My question relates to a different area slightly, which is about Eastern European literature, because today we talk about Eastern European literature being distinct from the Western counterpart. So my first question is that I had no idea, I didn't know anything about UNESCO prior to this talk. So did he meet Tagore or no?
No.
Because he died in 1889.
Okay, so there was a time gap.
Yes.
No,
So who comes first, Tagore and then
Eminescu.
Okay.
Eminescu 1850, Tagore 1861,
Okay.
and Eminescu died in 1889. So
it was they never heard each
Tagore
other,
was in
no.
only in his
Yeah.
20s.
Okay, so Tagore had no idea about his work.
No. It seems, but it's a legend that during his visit in Romania, because Tagore visited Romania in 26, it seems like somebody, an Indian doctor, read to him a poem, Eminescu's poem, but it's a legend. So Tagore didn't know about Eminescu, and of course Eminescu didn't know.
No,
Obviously,
it is
Eminescu
obvious
didn't
that
know it.
Eminescu would not know about Tagore, but perhaps Tagore was interested about Eminescu. I had no idea.
No, because he didn't know that Eminescu exists. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is something that I mentioned just now about Eastern European literature being distinct from the Western part of the world. And that because you mentioned about the communist government at that time. So again, what was their approach towards say Indian literature or literature from Asia? The communist government was in favor of expanding towards that, or were more insular, more promoting the local native literature? Because you were part of the publishing industry in Czechoslovakia, you were a publisher yourself. So what is the current trend of East European literature? If I can ask you that, because that for me would be an interesting area to work on. But currently, East European literature is moving towards the ethnocentric tendencies of promoting local culture as it is happening elsewhere in the world.
It is happened now.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, not really. So in the communist period, they are, if I can say about Tagore, Tagore was translating Romania until the year of his Nobel Prize, and he is translate like Shakespeare and Goethe, because he's very loved in Romania, and but for Tagore, the communists have a little period because he was a rich person, and he was into this. They
They didn't have a very good idea about it.
yeah, for a short period, because Tagore was from a rich family.
Yes.
They put away all the literature, not only Tagore, but for 20 years they put away all universal literature concerning rich people or this condition. Um, Now, in present, yeah, it depends, because the big publishing house, they are involved. They are not now. They are not publishing house supported by the government. They're only private publishing house, and publishing house translate universal literature, a lot of Indian literature, contemporary Indian literature, but from English and French, and also there are local novel writers, but even if they can sell very well. So all it's about money. Uh, you can be a good writer only if you sell a lot of books, but your subject is not it's common, so it's not a high level. It's for the mediocrity, but it sell well. It's very difficult now to find a way in uh, in, uh, in this industry, and to guide somebody to read a good book, um, because it's like on the media, there are bad news all the times, and at the same time the mediocre books are very well sold. So they are bestsellers. So the value are now a little like this. If I don't know if I understood well your question.
Thank
Maybe.
you. That's
I
exactly
think
what
not. Yeah.
I think pretty much the same here.
Same here, yes.
Yeah.